Well, I already checked and this one is gonna be blocked, but hopefully with an appeal it'll let it up, so I don't know why all of Roy's music is like that. It seems like whatever. Hi guys, welcome to LibreX. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We're back with another pick from our patron William A. We're going to be going back to Mr. Roy Orbison, and it is from a Black and White Night, which was a Cinemax special. It came out in 1988, broadcast on January 3rd, with Roy Orbison and the TCB band with special guests including Bruce Springsteen, Katie Lang, and others. There really isn't much more information on it, but it's Oh Pretty Woman. There's some other ones. I guess Elvis Costello showed up, Jackson Brown, Steven Souls, Bonnie Raitt, a bunch of different Riot, whatever I never pronounce her name right. David Lynch showed up in the audience, Billy Idol, Patrick Swayze, Billy Bob Thornton. I mean, there's everybody. That's awesome. And we've done a couple tracks. I still would say In Dreams is my favorite of his so far. That song, it stuck with me. You know what I mean? That's one of those songs that just probably will live with you forever. And yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I don't know who features on this song or what. There's no like personnel list or anything other than the guests, like what it said. Apparently there was a very violent earthquake that happened in LA after the morning after, and I guess there was a bunch of chandeliers in the ballroom that collapsed on the master film and videotape recordings that had captured it, and when the wreckage was cleared, no damage had been done. There you go. There's your Wikipedia tidbit. Roy Orbison, Oh Pretty Woman, from Black and White Night. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I hear you. I think I've heard this actually. That sounds familiar. What a voice, man. What the hell was that?
Pretty woman, top of the wire. Pretty woman, talk a while. Pretty woman, give your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me. 'Cause I need you, I'll treat you right. Come to me, baby, be mine tonight. Pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, don't walk away. Okay, if that's the way it must be. Okay.
love it. Is that Bruce right there? I can't tell. Oh no, never mind. Maybe it is, I don't know. What a lineup, dude. Look at this. Bunch of troublemakers, huh? He is killing it.
I guess I'll go on home and play till we tomorrow night away. What do I see? It's you walking back to me.
This is so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Drummer's been getting it too, bro.
Back to me.
Been riding that hi-hat.
Oh, pretty woman. Thank you.
That was freaking awesome. It's so funny. The last one we did, In Dreams, was I don't know if that was his last big single. It was a last something for him. I can't remember exactly what it was. But I know that he was basically almost forgotten. And that's crazy to me. Like every time I think about or hear his story and about how, you know, not that he was like rediscovered, but like he was brought back into the limelight basically. Basically, I forgot who exactly saved him from being penniless. And oh, y'all told me this. Oh, Jesus Christ, I do so much. I forget things. I know it was somebody. Was it from somebody from the Traveling Wilburys? I can't remember if it was like, it wasn't Bob. Was it George? Or was it Jeff? It's either George, Jeff, or Tom Petty. It was one of those three, I think, that kind of like got him back out there and got him working again and got him on the Traveling Wilburys and stuff like that. And it's so funny that in that first Traveling Wilburys video, I didn't even know who he was, you know, and I think misconstrued him and Tom Petty or something like that. And you know, I'm young, man. I don't know any of these people, but now I do, and I'm so much better off for it, you know, because I feel like I'm actually getting cultured in my culture, you know, like they don't really, I don't know, they're very modern centric, shall we say, these days, especially with media. Yeah. They always try to pull the nostalgia thing by remaking something that came before in like the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, whatever. Especially in movies, they'll remake a movie, but just in a modern telling. And I think that's just so derivative and it's so boring. Like write your own shit, bro. Like you can't take the work from somebody better and make it worse. I mean, obviously you can though, because there's evidence is out there enough, but I don't know. It just doesn't do the classics justice. And this didn't feel like that. You know, this is definitely him at the end of his career, because I believe he passed away not too long after this, but don't quote me. I know that's something you should probably be quoted on, but at least he got to go out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it was a tragedy and all that, but at the end of the day, we all pass. It's all going to happen. Wouldn't you want to go back out on top, you know? Especially someone like him who got huge. He was huge in the 50s. And I think the 60s too, like the very early 60s. And then just disappeared, basically. Fell off and then came back. I think that's so cool, man. As someone who has conquered things in his own life, I always like fellow conquerors. And it seemed like Roy conquered some things too. And he's got a hell of a voice, man. It's one of the most memorable, unique, and like stylized voices I've ever heard. Especially those really shrill high notes he can hit. It's kind of frightening at points how good his voice is. Like, it really is. Especially 30 years later here, I'm guessing, from like the last song that I had listened to him. And he did great in the Traveling Wilburys. That song, the one that we did do with him in it. The other one he wasn't in, but I don't know, man. He's one of the most unique artists and voices. I know that he wrote and he also did covers and stuff, and he was the last of his breed, it feels like, you know. Those 50s singer-songwriter, or not even singer-songwriters, more singers, but they did have the songwriting capabilities. I believe he did, you know, write a lot of his own stuff too. But he just, I don't know, man. As the zeitgeist changes, as things change, a lot of people, like, I don't know, man. Time is ruthless. It'll leave the best of us behind and leave us without a second thought. And that happens from the singular point of view, from like a one-on-one, like your friend, or on the macro, the entire world forgetting stuff. Like, it's just crazy, you know? But I'm sorry, I got off topic. I really like Roy. I'm not going to lie. So this is all I got for you. It was his backing band was the TCB band, which accompanied Elvis from 69 until his death in 77. Glenn Hardin on the piano, James Burton on lead guitar, Jerry Sheff on bass, and Mr. Ronnie Tutt on drums. Oh, I forgot Mr. Tutt. And then Bruce Springsteen, Tom Waits, Elvis Costello, Jackson Browne, J.D. Souther, and Stephen Souls also made appearances throughout this whole film or cinemax special. I don't think any of them showed up here. I think that might have been Bruce Springsteen at one point, but I could be wrong. That could have just been the TCB band. I don't know. I don't know what 80s Bruce really looks like. I know what modern Bruce looks like. I don't know what old Boss looks like, though. The old Boss. I know what the new Boss looks like. Oh, I cracked myself up on accident. Jesus, Lee, get a hold of yourself. Oh, man. I love that, though. Thank you, William. I'd love to see more from this film. Even though it's blocked, I'm not going to make any money off of it. Don't really matter. I like Roy that much that I don't really care. And this channel can't operate without the patrons, the support you guys give me and my family. Like, I couldn't do this without y'all. From that to this to up there, down there, everywhere, from every angle, you guys got me, and I appreciate y'all so much. I really, really do. And I don't know. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff lately, and it just all boils down to I'm very grateful. No matter what happens, I'm very grateful for all of you guys, for all the time that you've given me, and it means a lot. This sounds like I'm leaving and never coming back. That's not what I mean. I don't know. I get seasonal depression, so like when the seasons change, I kind of change with them in a way. I don't know why, but that's just how it's always been, especially from summer to fall. It's almost like I start dying along with the earth in a way. I just got chills saying that too. That's so weird. I just, as nature goes, I kind of go too. I don't know exactly what that means per se, but I've always noticed that about myself. And as someone who has very good pattern recognition, I recognize the pattern that every fall I get very gloomy and very, I don't know, like things are dying, you know? And I know that they are technically on the macro scale, you know, but it's just in my head half the time. I just, I got a lot of issues I got to, you know, work on, deal with. You know, the addiction was just the the self-medication, you know, that's only what that was. There's still a lot of underlying issues that I have to address and work on and try to grow and be better, even though I know I'm not going to be perfect. No matter how hard I try, it's not going to happen. And I have to remember that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you again, William. That was a great pick, and I look forward to hearing more from Mr. Orbison, as always. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you later. Oh no, again? Come on, Lee. It's the 4th time tonight. And if you are in search of a musical community and you'd like to see a video done just like this for you, look in the description. There's a link for our Patreon community. Join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join, just look at the September Patreon request thread. It'll be the pinned post on there. It'll have all the rules and regulations and such, shall we say, for the request. There's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a tip or request in that way. Thanks for watching, y'all. I will see y'all later.